Birkenstock with that cork and latex for under $100, everything that you know and love, and the Franca is so beautiful. I mean, I love the embossed texture that we have here. I love the canvas. We've given you two really gorgeous options, and this is probably one of our most feminine and delicate silhouettes. So if you're one of those ladies that says, you know, I want to either add something to my collection of Birkenstocks, I have my Arizonas, I have my Madrid, this is something that's going to be really lovely on your foot. Or if you're saying, I like the idea of a Birkenstock, but I'm not into the chunky straps, I'd like something a little more feminine, this is the one for you. So great time to get in on it.
Now, Birkenstock has been around for, what, over 200 years, Amy? Walk us through the history a little bit.
Yeah, so in 1774, Johann Birkenstock was our first registered shoemaker in the family, and that really started the heritage. Moving forward into the 1900s, you have the grandsons, the Birkenstock grandsons, started a business creating the contoured inserts. Now, from the contoured inserts, then we had our very first silhouette in 1963, which wasn't the Arizona. A lot of people think the very first one was the Arizona.
Yeah.
It was actually the Madrid, and that's that one strap look that you have there, and we still offer that silhouette to this day. Obviously, from the very beginning, we have that same, the DNA of our brand, which is the contoured footbed, but the Arizona that everyone knows and loves, that came in 1966, right about the same time that Birkenstocks got introduced to the United States, and that's why most people in the U.S. think that the Arizona is the first Birkenstock, because it really was kind of the iconic one that was introduced to us.
That makes sense. Now, I love how the girls have it styled. You're looking right now at Amanda. She's wearing it in that beautiful, I think it's that pink, the light rose that we're seeing right now, and she's got it with a dress. So, I mean, great with dresses, great
So
with
cute.
pants. Look at Ingrid. You know, I mean, where aren't they going, right?
I know, right? Whether we're going to a resort or a cruise or the farmer's market or brunch with the girls, they really are a great outfit completer. They're perfect, and as you can see, you can dress it up, you can dress it down, and I really like the fact that the canvas kind of gives a little bit more of a sporty look, whereas the emboss with that beautiful pearlized finish almost has that like jewelry for the feet accessorization feature, and so you really have that perfect fashion completer. And we're looking at colors that really are very popular right now, so if you're picking up new wardrobe pieces for this spring, very likely they're going to be in the same palette, so you're going to see a lot of opportunity to mix and match. But these are great neutrals that are going to really work with almost anything in your wardrobe. I also wanted to point out with the Franca, what's really cool, I don't think anybody has seen it this way yet, but you can crisscross that strap in the front across the toe, but you can also uncrisscross it and just wear it straight. So there's a little bit of versatility here in how you want to wear it, which I always love. You know, I like to kind of take something and get a twofer out of it, and I can kind of style it in multiple different ways. And so that's kind of maybe a lesser known feature of the Franca that I really love.
So you get a couple different looks on that, and when we come back over, I think Amy will be able to show that. But can you talk a little bit about this footbed? So I know a lot of people know and love Birkenstock and have for many years, but if they don't, you know, what is it that's so amazing about the cork footbed?
Yeah, if you're new to our footbed, what's so remarkable about it is not only is it a contoured footbed, which by the way, Birkenstock introduced to the shoe market, they were the first, but maybe you've seen some other shoe brands these days that have more of a contoured footbed. What's amazing about Birkenstock is that they mold to your foot. So you have all these gorgeous layers that we're seeing right now, starting with the EVA outsole, then you have a layer of jute. In between the layer of jute, this is where the magic starts happening. It's that cork and latex center. That is what heats up when you're walking on it and also adjusts to the pressure points and the weight of your foot and the alignment of your body, and it starts to mold to your foot. You have another layer of jute, and then you have that suede sock lining, which just to me is that signature feel when you slide into your Birkenstock. The suede sock lining also shows off, Courtney made a really good point when she launched the shoe tonight, it shows off the indentions, the alignment of your foot.
Is that what it's doing?
Yeah,
okay.
So it's not dirty. It's actually just responding to kind of the natural oils in your skin and stuff, but you can see where your alignment of your foot, you can see your little toe prints, all of that. So we don't usually show that part because it can kind of be misconstrued as like, oh, it's just dirty. But that's actually showing you where it's molding to your foot. So that's what's so remarkable about Birkenstocks is that the more that you wear them, the more comfortable that they get, the more supportive they get, and they create a whole custom experience for you. And that is the DNA of our brand. It is what has never changed since the very beginning.
Well, and I think too, Amy, right or wrong, there's a lot of imitators
Yes.
out there, but
Yeah.
it's not true Birkenstock.
Right.
You are getting this here as a reminder. This is our first today special with Birkenstock, but it is the only one that you will see with the cork footbed that Amy was just talking about. The next day special, there will be another one, but it's going to be is it the UVA or
The EVA.
EVA. See,
Yep.
I got my letters mixed up. The EVA.
You're
But
close.
so I don't want you to miss this. You're not going to find this price anywhere else. You just have to pick your color and pick your size. You get this home today. It is under $80. And on that flex pay, remember, it is going to be $16 and free shipping and handling. So incredible deal that Birkenstock brings to us because of our relationship with them. You will only find this here at HSN. Now, Amy, can you talk a little bit about the sizing? Because I think sometimes, because it is European sizing, and I think sometimes we get a little confused, right?
Yes, yeah, it can be a little confusing because you'll think, well, I'm an 8.5, so what do I get? Do I get an 8 or a 9? You're going to stick to your whole size.
Okay.
So if you're 8.5, go ahead and order the 8. If you're 9.5, order a 9. You don't really have to overthink the sizing too much. The reason why is that it has that customizable buckle on top, so you're going to adjust that to your inseam. And the frame of the shoe has a nice width to it already, and you'll know if the shoe fits you because you want your heel to sink into that deep heel cup. You don't want it to fall over the edge of the contoured footbed. And your toes, you want to stay within the frame of that wide toe box as well. You don't want it to fall over the lip of the front of the shoe. So if it does, go ahead and use your free returns and exchanges, and then get your, the size that really fits you the best. But I haven't heard of anybody yet who had, an 8.5 that the 8 didn't work for them. So as a general rule, you're going to stick to your whole sizes.
Okay, so go true to size on this, and we're covering you sizes 5 through 11.5. When you go to hsn.com, just take a look. It'll say like 5, 5.5 for the size, 6, 6.5, or just pick the one that fits you, and it will get you whether you are that 8 or 8.5. Right, Amy?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, and just remember, it's all whole sizes. And if you're familiar with Birkenstock, you might recognize the fact that they do European sizes. We've converted all of that for you on hsn.com, so don't even worry about it. Just go with the true conversion.
Perfect. Now, do you guess which color is the most popular right now?
Ooh, is it the pink?
It's the faded khaki.
The khaki, I did hear that the
This
canvas
one,
were doing.
yes. Okay, so let's go through the colors again,
Yeah.
Amy, and maybe in a little more detail because I'm noticing the outsoles look a little different. Do you want to walk through them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so this is the one that is most popular right now. This is the faded khaki, and this is, it's almost kind of like a distressed material, right?
Yes, I like the distressing. It's really on trend right now. You're seeing that in a lot of footwear, and this does give that kind of sporty chic look to it. It's funny how the distressing actually makes it look even more upscale because of the trends in fashion and what we're seeing right now. It's kind of like a little bit more of that worn in, but obviously very fresh, very new.
It's so good, and the outsole here is matching to the actual strap. So
Yes.
I know it's not the same on all of them, but this one it does.
Yeah.
Now the next that we also have in this, so these are what we're calling the textured, of course, and this one is going to be the white.
Yes.
Look at that. This is what I'm wearing.
Yeah, and it's
super
kind of
cute.
more of an off-white.
It's like a cream?
Ecru, yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Love that as well. It's what I love about
Or
it. It's not-
eggshell we're calling it.
It's not going to show dirt as much, right? Because
Okay.
it's more of a faded color, which is, I think, important considering it's a cloth fabrication versus, more the embossed Burgo floor that you can wipe down. So I think that's really lovely. I think this is a great neutral that's going to fit with everything in your wardrobe. I love, especially when I'm traveling, to pack a nice neutral shoe like this, either a gray or an ecru or a taupe, because it's going to match with everything: brown, white, navy, all of the colors. So another great one to pack for your travels.
It's so good, and I do love that the outsole kind of is matching here. And then these all are the embossed that have the
Yes.
the white outsole, right?
Yes, absolutely. So these all have the white outsole. You're going to see here with the white pearlized that we have that has the nice silver buckles. Of course, there are 3 straps here, so you've got 3 functioning buckles as well. And the inside, we'll open up one in a second so you can see the underside of the straps, but it's a nice felt, so super soft up against your skin. Then,
It's so cute.
Yeah, then we have the surf green. The surf green also has that nice white outsole, and this has the silver buckles as well. And I love the pearlized finish to these because it really just adds that extra elegance to it, making them a little bit more of a dressier option. And then finally we have that, we're calling it light
Light
rose.
pink. Light pink rose or light rose, lizard. That's what I was thinking.
Yes, and then this has the rose gold buckles on it.
Oh, look
so
at that.
kind of going in with that pink and pink. I'm a big fan of rose gold. You can see on my ring.
Yeah, I know, right?
So you have, so you have that really pretty, and then of course that white outsole with that as well. So all very fresh, very, perfect for this particular season. You're gonna buy these now, you're gonna wear them now all the way through the summer, and these are gonna be so beautiful, matching with all of your great wardrobe finds for this season.
When I was a teenager and Birkenstocks, like we had to have them if you were in high school. You remember those days? And so when it would get cold, instead of not wearing our Birkenstocks, we would wear toe socks or just regular socks with the Birkenstocks, and that became a thing. So I don't know if that's a thing now, but you can still wear your socks with your Birkenstocks, right?
My kids will say, like, if you wear them without, they'll be like, oh, your dogs are barking. They don't want to see your toes. It's like a thing now. Like the kids, they want to wear socks with their Birkenstocks.
That's
and
great.
I will tell you, my 15-year-old, she had a particular color in mind, but she was like wanted Birkenstocks so bad. And of course, I find different ones, and no, Mom, those aren't the right ones. Oh, you can see a great shot of the ones we're wearing right now. But yeah, even at my 15-year-old, my 9-year-old, like Birkenstocks are highly coveted right now by all ages and have been, since their inception. So that's one thing that's really cool about it. Now, I will say, so my kids, they're the ones that want to like just grab my shoes and steal them on the way out. Like if they're running, it's just convenient. Oh, there's Mom's Birkenstocks. Don't let anyone borrow your Birkenstocks, and I'm going to tell you why. Because when you wear them, they start to mold to the sole of your foot, and everyone's feet has a different DNA. You're like a snowflake, right? You're individual, so it's going to mold to each foot individually. If you start letting someone else wear your Birkenstocks, it will mold to their feet. It's going to mess up the footbed, and that's part of the value of what you're paying for. That investment into the shoe is the fact that it's going to customize to your foot, give you that proper health and wellness from the ground up in that proper alignment. So don't let anybody else borrow your Birkenstocks. If any of them, you can let them borrow the EVAs, because those don't mold to your foot but still have the great support. But this is your permission to say, no, absolutely not. You can't borrow them. Also, you don't want to get your Birkenstocks wet. That's what the EVAs are for. So these are sandals, right? People are wearing them to the pool, to the beach. And often I will see people, wade through the water in them. That will also compromise up the contoured footbed and the molding to your foot. So don't wear them in the water. Slip them off before you get your feet in the water. Dry your feet off really good before you put them back in. Wear your EVAs to the beach, to the pool, on the cruise, all those places where you're bound to get wet, or you might get your actual shoes wet. Maybe you're on the boat. And save your Birkenstocks for other times that you're wearing sandals.
Okay.
So that's why we recommend that you get both, because you don't want to get them wet and you don't want to share them.
You were teaching me things this morning, Amy, because I had no idea about that, but that is so great. I want to remind you all of this incredible pricing and deal that we have. We have sold over 3,000 since last night, and if you want the color and the size that you want, right now, this is only the first airing this morning. I can't guarantee they're going to be here later, and remember, nothing is held in your cart. So if you think I'm going to put it in, here's the color I want, here's the size I want, and then you walk away, someone could technically take it out of your cart. So please don't wait on this. $16 gets this home. You are getting here at HSN, the only place you'll find it, for under $80 for the Franca. Free shipping and handling today as well. And just to let everyone know, I think the faded khaki most popular, but I believe the surf green is the most limited. So we only have, I'm hearing, I think about less than 600, is that right, Jared?
Oh, yeah.
In the surf green? 580 left in the surf green. So please, please, please do not wait on this. I don't know if we'll have any more of the surf green by this afternoon. So if you want your size, you want your color, grab it now. $16 gets this home. Now, Amy, we talk about, going into spring, going to summer. I think a lot of us traditionally would opt for like a flip-flop, right? Or something. But we don't get the support. We don't get the, it's fallen off of our foot.
Yeah.
Our foot is kind of prone or could be, I don't want to say like damaged, or you can get hurt, but how many times have you kind of had something slip off and maybe your toe grazed something or something happened? this is such a better option, and not just because it looks good, but it's good for you, right?
Yeah, it's absolutely good for you because it's supporting your foot from the ground up, giving you that proper alignment, customizing to your individual foot. You're right, it does give you a ton more support. I can't tell you how many times I've been in a slide or a flip-flop, something from the drugstore, something really cheap I just threw in my bag, I was traveling or what have you, tripped, hurt my toe.
Injured.
One time I was traveling and I like scraped it on, like my foot on some rebar that was on, because a lot of places, you know, depending on where you're traveling, they don't always have the same code as where we live. And so they might have different building, you know, issues. And so, yeah, and then you're like, oh, do I need to get a tetanus shot? Like, so you really do want a shoe that's more supportive, that's gonna be safer for your foot, but that also gives you that customized support with that contoured footbed. And we can do a little tour through the footbed if you want, because I haven't actually gone through all the curves of it. So this is the DNA of our brand. It hasn't changed since the very beginning. And it starts with that deep heel cup. And that really is mimicking how we walk in nature, right? That kind of footprints in the sand. You know, when you're walking on the beach, your foot sinks in, you see that nice deep heel mark in the sand. So that's what we're really mimicking with that footbed. So you get that nice deep heel cup, so your heel can sink in. You get that great arch support, which supports, did you know we don't just have one arch in our foot, we actually have 4.
What?
Yeah, we have 4. So you're gonna support all 4 arches of each foot. Then that wide toe box allows your toes to spread out so that you can have proper balance and proper alignment. And then you have that raised toe bar, which allows your feet to kind of wiggle, and you really get that better circulation. It also helps you kind of keep the shoe on your foot, right? Having that natural gripping motion, not to mention those great straps, which on this one in particular, you're gonna have that nice higher instep strap and then the cross straps in the front. So tons of support from the straps, but also they're a little slimmer, a little more tapered and narrow, so they show off a lot of the foot and really just very lovely on the foot. It's got a very feminine and elegant look to it. I even love that on these, you have that lighter suede sock lining. So again, just a very fresh, very fun spring look.
It's so good, and I do love how the girls have it styled, right? Whether you're in pants like Ingrid, and I believe she is wearing it in the eggshell, which is gonna be the textured, and then we have Amanda in that beautiful pink. You know, I love pink. She looks gorgeous in the pink dress, and you know, she's got a sundress on, right? And then she's wearing it, I believe, in that light rose lizard, and she could be going to brunch with the girls. She could be going grocery shopping, right? This is a shoe that really is so versatile, and I think for those of you who've never tried Birkenstock, this is such a great way for you to be able to do it, because you're never going to look back. I think a lot of people, once they try it, they're like, it's like you know, you're addicted, right?
Yes.
Because I mean, Amy, you have, how many pairs do you have?
Yeah. Oh, well, I have all the pairs.
Exactly.
Because I get my samples too. But yeah,
but
no, I
always
easily
loved
have
them. Yeah.
probably 20 pairs. But yes, I've always loved them since I was a kid, because there's just something about sliding your foot in. It's like locks in, almost like a Lego to me, right? Because it's now contoured to all the curves of your individual foot, and just the ease of being able to slide in and go, the convenience, but also knowing that you're doing something good for your feet because you're giving it that proper alignment and wellness. And let's just face it, like how we walk, the alignment of our body affects so much more throughout our body. There's a ripple effect that happens throughout the body. And we know this because when we wear heels and we're up on our toes, how does that make our joints feel? How does it make our back feel? And so when you have this great proper alignment that's absolutely supporting every curve of your foot, it really does help all throughout. So you can just tell. For me, it's the next day, right? Like when I wear a shoe that's not supportive, I pay for it the next day. I can grin and bear through it. We've been out at night before. It's like I can grin and bear through it. But the next day, I am suffering. With my Birkenstocks, it's not the case. All throughout the day, I feel amazing. The next day, I feel terrific. And it really is just the key to having that great alignment and that proper support.
Please don't miss this. I want to tell you, though, how to save a little bit of money. So, you know, it is 5 Flex Pay. It's $16 on 5 Flex today. But if you open an HSN card today, we're going to give you $15. That's like taking off one of the Flex Pays, okay? How do you do that? Go to hsn.com and type in HSN card, or call the 800 number you're seeing on the screen. Our customer service team is phenomenal and will walk you through the process. And then you get all extra perks of being a VIP. And that actually means sometimes that you get an extra flex pay, which will bring down that cost as well. So all you have to do, remember, is to pick your color or pick your size. And let's go through those again, Amy. So if you're just tuning in right now, the sizes that is being covered is 5 through 11 and a half. Amy, you said true to size on this.
Yep, we do whole sizes. So if you're an 8.5, you're gonna grab an 8, 5.5, grab a 5.
Okay, and we do have a size chart that we have up, but at hsn.com, you will see that as well. So the first that we're gonna look at, this is the textured, and this is gonna be that distressed material. This is the faded khaki, which has been the most popular. So if you do love the faded khaki, don't wait on this one. That was most popular last night and most popular right now,
Yeah,
Amy.
I love that. Yeah, that's a gorgeous color. I love the dyed to match buckles and the outsole. Really just a really cohesive, beautiful shoe.
Okay, next up we have the eggshell, which is that off-white. This is the one that I'm wearing. Really, really cute here too. And remember that outsole is matching there as well. Then we have it in the white, or we're calling with the embossed. And this is going to be the, I think we call it, everything is called lizard. Is that because of the texture on here?
That's the texture.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So this
I was
is
like
the white.
lizard.
Yeah, and then yeah, surf green is the next one. But
Yep.
yeah, they all have
white
that.
lizard, and then the surf green, and then of course
The light rose.
the light rose.
Now I wanted to show off as well the inside, since we haven't seen the inside of the straps yet. This is the material that's on the inside. It's this really soft felt. So we do talk about a break-in period with Birkenstocks, and it has nothing to do with the upper. This is always going to be soft against your skin. You're never going to have any issues with blistering. If you do, you probably need to loosen up your strap. You probably got it too tight. But what we're talking about when we say that there's a break-in period, it really is that time and adjustment period that it takes for it to start molding to your feet. So when you first wear it, because of the arch support, sometimes it can feel a little aggressive to some people. So you're gonna wanna just slowly break it in. So maybe wear it 20 minutes the first day. If that feels good, you can upgrade to an hour the next day, give it a couple hours the day after that, and then just kind of snowball it up on the amount of time that you're wearing it. And then what you'll find is the more that you're standing in it, walking in it, that's when it heats up, that cork and latex center, and that's going to start to mold to the bottom of your foot, and then it's going to get more and more comfortable the more that you wear it.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. I didn't realize it is super soft, but I didn't know it was this texture underneath. It just feels good to my foot.
It's just nice and soft, and it keeps your foot dry, and it feels amazing. There's no hard edges, none of that. Everything with the construction of Birkenstock also is top quality. We're still made in Germany after all of these years. Not a lot of footwear can say that. I don't know any footwear that can say they've been around for 250 years, and I don't know any that can say that their contoured footbed hasn't changed in that entire time that they've been making shoes, and I don't know any that are still saying that they're made in Germany. So there's a lot of amazing trademark, cornerstone things to the Birkenstock brand that we just love. And that's the thing about Birkenstocks. People don't just like them, they love them, and we call them Birkies.
Birkies. Okay,
yeah.
I know. That's so great. So if you are a Birkie, then do not wait on this. Remember, this is the first today special from Birkenstock, but it will be the only today special with the cork that we are talking about when we're talking about that cork contoured footbed that Amy has been, kind of educating us all on. Now, this today's special price, it is under $80, free shipping and handling, $16 on the FlexPay. If you are loving that lizard green, surf green lizard that Amy was holding, that is the most limited right now. Remember, this is the first airing of the morning. We only have 550 left in that surf green right now. So this is first airing of the morning since it was on last night. That means right now we do have colors and sizes, but it will not be here later today. And this is it. Once they're gone, they are gone. So please don't wait out on this. Remember, it's free shipping. So get them in your cart, check out, pay the $16, right? We're gonna ship them out to you, and then you're gonna be able to get these home now. And for that price, for $16 on a FlexPay, pick 2 colors, because you won't see these again, and you won't see these at this price anywhere else, only here at HSN. I really don't want you to miss this, especially if you want that surf green, because only 550 of you can get that. And that's, it's not even, what time is it? 5 a.m. on the West Coast.
Oh, yeah.
So, I don't want you to miss out on this. Please grab yours while you can.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was just admiring here, Suming. Look at our buckles. So even though these are like the smaller buckles, it has Birkin on the first one, and then Birk and Birk. Our little signature is all over the place. You're seeing on that sock lining, as well as on the outside of the strap, you get the whole Birkenstock embossed logo in there as well. So, you know, this is the original. This is the real Birkenstock. This is not a dupe. And this is where you can see all those little signature details.
And this one, you unstrapped it. So here, let's show, should we show like both?
Yes.
So you can see, right, the difference in how you were able to kind of make it your own, like you said.
Yeah, you can have fun with it. Do it, you know, you have a lot of versatility. Play with it how you want, style it how you want. And this one I love because you have that option.
It's so good. I don't know which color is my favorite. I do love that, you know, I'm a pink girl. So I do love that pink, but I think these are all super cute. You can't go wrong. Please don't miss out on this amazing deal. 089187 is your item number. Grab your size, pick your color. Make sure you check out because it is not held in your cart. Free shipping on that. Okay, so next up we have the Madrid sandals. So, oh my goodness, these are